Sharma and I am welcoming you to the online session of Advan Coaching Institute. Okay students, in the previous lecture we have discussed about the chapter number 1, Heritage of India. In that lecture we have discussed about what is the meaning of culture, what is the meaning of heritage and what are the types of heritage, right? So in that lecture we have discussed about there are two types of heritage, it is a natural heritage and cultural heritage. Okay, so in previous lecture we have discussed in detail about natural heritage and cultural heritage. Okay, now we will move to the next point, that is the India, land and people. Students, we know very well that India is a full of diverse country. Okay, we can also say that India is equal to diversity. We know very well that in a previous lecture, in the previous standard of standard 9, we have discussed in chapter number 19 about the diversities of India. In which terms the people of India are diverse, right? So what are the reasons behind this kind of diversity? We know very well that from many of the times, from the ancient times, the Indians were considered as traders, and for the trading they need to go or they need to travel at distant places. So during this kind of traveling, they were spreading their culture to the foreign countries, and also simultaneously they were taking some cultural values from foreigners to India, right? So we can say that by this kind of exchange, the heritage or the culture of India has nourished. Okay, this could be one reason, and the other one is that we know very well that India is a peace-loving nation. Okay, that is our foreign policy, peace. So from the ancient times, many of the foreign tribes came to India and settled here from the different parts of the world. Okay, so for those tribes we are going to discuss in this lecture. Many people like linguistic researchers, scholars of linguistics and anthropologists, that means the people who are researching on the evolution of the humankind or mankind. Okay, so they were believing that before Dravidians were considered as the most ancient tribe or people of India, but some anthropologists were believing that there were more ancient tribes before Dravidians who were living in India. Okay, so for those tribes we are going to discuss in detail in this lecture. Okay, so first we are having the Negritoid. I hope it is clearly visible to all of you. So Negritoid, see, first of all let me tell you one thing. In your board examination in section B, maybe the question can be asked from these tribes, like write a short note on Negritoid, Australoid, okay, Dravidians, Aryans. So for that, how to write an answer, that I am teaching you. See, first of all, if the question has been asked about the Negritoid, okay, so Negritoid, first of all, they are also known as the Hapsi people. Okay, and some historians and anthropologists were believing that the Negritoid were the most ancient citizen of India. Okay, from where they came? So they came from Africa via Balochistan to India. Okay, they came from Africa via Balochistan to India. Now they are having physical features like this. See, they were 4 to 5 feet high. They were having 4 to 5 feet high. Hair, curly hair, and skin color black. So we can form the sentence like that. They were black, having 4 to 5 feet high, and they were having the curly hair. Okay, this is the short and detailed description about the Negritoid people. I hope you clearly understood. See, if you will write like this, your answer will become more presentable, right? In our examination, we need to write our answer in a unique way. Okay, so by this, like this, you can write your answer. Okay, now the Australoid people. First of all, the Australoid people were came to India from Southeast Asia. Okay, Southeast Asia, like here. Okay, South and East. So this region is known as the Southeast Asia. They came from the Southeast Asia to India. Okay. Now, what were the physical features of the Australoid? The physical feature of Australoid, they were black, broad head and flat nose. Okay, they were black, broad head and flat nose were the basic physical features of the Australoid. Australoid people are also known as the Nishad. Okay, let me write this. They were also known as the Nishad people. Now, where are these people are living in India? So you have heard about the Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Kol, Munda. So these are the tribal people living in the different parts of the country. Most probably they are finding in the Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh. Okay, this kind of region they are. We can find them. So and in Assam, Mizoram. Okay, so these tribe people, Garo, Khasi, Jaintia, Kol, Munda. So these tribal people are considering as the next generation of the Australoid. Why? Because we are finding that most of the physical feature similarities between these people and these people. Okay, so we can say that they are the descendants of Australoid people. Moreover, we can also these people are also finding at the Nicobar and somewhere Andaman and Nicobar Island. Okay. Australian peoples were very expert in making clay utensils, to stitching clothes. Okay, and also they were expert in many skills. Okay, by this our Indian culture has flourished in a different aspects. Okay, and they were having the great religious belief too. Okay, so this is all about the Australian people. Now we will discuss about the next tribe, that is Dravidians. Okay, first of all, many historians believe that the Dravidians are the most ancient inhabitants of India. Okay, see, we are having a different opinion about these people. Why? Because we are not having any milestone proof to proving this, that who was the actual inhabitants of the country. Okay, so don't think about that. Let's focus on the Dravidians. First of all, the Dravidians were considered by some historians that they were the descendants of Mohenjo-daro civilization and a Stone Age. Okay, see, Stone Age is the most ancient time of ever mankind. Okay, and we have also discussed that Mohenjo-daro was the ancient civilization who were living in India. So the Dravidians are considered as they are the descendants of those age people. Okay, see, during that time, in northern part of the country, the people or the tribe who have survived with their language, with their morals, with their values, they were known as the Dravidians. See, Dravidians were a very useful element for our country, for our civilization, for our culture. Why? Because the Dravidians gave us idea about the god and goddesses as Parvati and Shiva. That means they have given about the concept of mother and father. During that time, the people, and during right now also, since that time, the people are worshipping Ma Parvati as mother and God Shiva as a father. Okay, so these are the gift of Dravidians to the Indian culture. Moreover, the worshipping style, right? We are worshipping the God with the dhoop, deep, agarbatti, lamp, deepak. Okay, so these were also considered. These were the gifts from the Dravidians. Okay, now many people came to India, settled with them. I am talking about the Aryans. So the Aryans who the other tribes came to India. They settled with the Dravidians. They learned culture and values of the Dravidians and mingled with them. Okay, by this the intercaste marriages developed and the Indian culture flourished. But many after some times Aryan shows dominance and Dravidians need to move to the southern part of the country. In Dravidians, the families were the matriarchal. Matriarchal, that means in the Dravidians, the mother or the ladies was the head of the family. Okay, right now we are following the patriarchal family system, but during Dravidians they were having the matriarchal family systems. Okay. Next, the Dravidians. What are the main languages of the Dravidians? So Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam. These are the main Dravidian family languages, and the people who are speaking this language, they are known as the Dravid people. Okay, so this is all about the Dravidians. Now we will discuss about the next tribes, other tribes. Okay, so during that time, Mongoloid, Alpine, Armenoid, and Dinaric, these people were also living in India. Okay. So let's discuss about the Mongoloid first, because Alpine, Armenoid, Dinaric having the similarities in their characteristics, in their physical features. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss about the Mongoloid. So Mongoloid people came to India from the North China. Okay, North China via Tibet. Okay, they came from the North China via Tibet, and they came to India. They came down to India and settled in the Assam, Meghalaya, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, somewhere in West Bengal. Okay, so these people settled over there. Now, these people were having a yellow complexion. That means their skin color was yellowish. They were having the chubby cheeks, then almond-shaped eyes, flat nose. So these are the physical features of Mongoloid people. What were the physical features? Let me recall you again. First of all, yellow complexion. Yellow complexion. See, they were having yellow complexion. That's why they were known as the Kirat. Okay. Then chubby cheeks. यानी कि फूले फूले गाल, right? Then flat nose and almond-shaped eyes. Do you know what is the meaning of almond-shaped eyes? You have seen many peoples of Arunachal Pradesh or Sikkim or Nepal or like this. They were having this kind of eyes like almond shaped, right? इस तरीके से उनकी आंखें होती हैं. So these are the physical complexion of Mongoloid. Okay, is it clear? Good. Now we will discuss about the next three: Alpine, Armenoid, and Dinaric. First of all, let me tell you one thing: we are not having a brief information regarding these three tribes, but let me tell you one thing: these people came to India from the Central Asia. Okay, they came to India from the Central Asia and settled into the India, and we can find the descendants of these tribes in many parts of the countries like Gujarat, then Maharashtra, somewhere in Orissa, right? So we can find these kind of people or their genes or their descendants in Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Orissa. And they are having the same physical feature, but that is also not mentioned in our textbook. So we will discuss about those things. Okay. So today we have discussed about the 6 main tribes of the country. 6 maybe. Let us count. First of all, we will discuss. We have discussed about the Negritoid people, then Australoid people, then Dravidians people, then Mongoloid people, then Alpine, Armenoid, and Dinaric. But let me tell you one thing: we have discussed about the main 4 tribes that settled in India from different parts of the country. Okay. In next lecture, we will move to the next point, like the Aryans and the preservation of culture and heritage. Okay. I hope you clearly understood what we have discussed today. Still, if you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me that in a live session. Okay. So see you soon. Till the next lecture. Till then, have a good day. Take care and stay tuned.